Welcome to This Explainer. I am so thrilled you're here today because, well, we're going to look at something that's going to fundamentally change the way you interact with your own home. We're digging deep into the 10-minute closet reset and what we call the 2-rep habit. Now, right off the bat, you might be thinking, oh, great, another guide on how to perfectly fold my t-shirts. Let me stop you right there. It is absolutely not that. What we're going to uncover today is how physical decluttering is really just the warm-up. It's the preparation for a brilliantly simple psychological trick. We're literally going to use your physical space to fundamentally rewire a habit loop in your brain, and we're going to do it with shockingly little effort. I mean, we've all been there, right? Why does the closet always end up messy again? Just think about it. You wake up on a random Saturday, you get this sudden massive burst of motivation, and you do a full weekend cleaning binge. You pull literally everything out onto the bed, you color coordinate, you even go out and buy those fancy matching hangers. But give it 2 weeks, maybe a month, it's a total disaster zone all over again. It's incredibly frustrating. But that frustration happens because those binges just never stick. And they don't stick because we're focusing entirely on just cleaning the space, rather than changing your actual brain patterning. To fix the closet permanently, you don't need a longer weekend. Actually, scratch that. You just need to change how your brain processes putting things away. So let's get into it with Section 1, the 10-minute reset. Stop at 10 minutes. We are moving fast here. This is explicitly designed to be the absolute easiest decluttering you will ever do in your entire life. We want extreme speed and extremely low friction. If you're someone who actively dreads organizing, this is for you because you are only on the clock for 600 seconds. That's it. It's a rapid-fire 3-step process. Step 1. Grab a small bag and just remove the trash. We're talking about the easy stuff here. Clothing tags, old receipts crumpled in the corner, broken hairs, empty shopping bags. Do not overthink this. Step 2. Remove the obvious no items. Come on, you already know what these are. It's the shirt you haven't touched in 2 years. It's those shoes that physically hurt your feet to wear. It's that bag you literally forgot you even owned. Get them out. And step 3, and this is by far the most important rule. Stop. When that 10-minute timer goes off, you are done. You don't empty the whole closet. You don't try to reorganize your entire life in one afternoon. You just create a little breathing room without triggering any of that mental overwhelm. Moving right along to Section 2, Simple Systems, Containment over Neatness. The golden rule for setting up these systems is containment over neatness. You don't need complex filing methods. The goal is no longer some magazine-perfect display. The goal is simply making your closet work for you with practically zero effort. First up, use small bins or baskets for categories like socks, workout clothes, and scarves. Remember, the goal isn't folding them perfectly. It's just containment. Toss them in the bin, and boom, you're done. Second, use hooks. Hooks are absolutely your best friend. Hang your everyday bag, your work tote, your backpack. Here's the magic of this. If an item is off the floor, it instantly looks and feels organized. Finally, create one shelf designated as your daily grab. This is your magic shelf. It's where your most used items live. Your go-to hoodie, your absolute favorite pair of shoes, your daily work essentials. Setting this up completely eliminates all that digging and searching when you're rushing out the door in the morning. Which brings us to Section 3, the maintenance trick, brain patterning. All right, let's actually just take a breath and slow down for a second. We've done the quick 10-minute clear out. We've set up those simple containment systems. Now we dive into the core of this whole thing, brain patterning. We are looking at the psychological weight of locking in a habit so that your space essentially maintains itself without you having to summon the willpower to clean it. Which brings us to a massive, incredibly important number, 2. Just 2. It sounds almost too good to be true, doesn't it? But this is the exact, surprisingly small number of repetitions required to begin locking in your new maintenance habit. You don't need to do something for 21 days straight or 60 days straight to feel a fundamental shift in your closet. You literally just need 2 reps. Because here's the secret. Put things back in the same place twice. That is the golden rule to keeping your closet organized without even thinking about it. You don't have to overhaul your whole personality. You just have to commit to putting that go-to hoodie back on the daily grab shelf twice. You have to commit to hanging your work tote on that hook twice. By focusing entirely on doing it just twice, you completely strip away the intimidation of having to maintain a perfect habit forever. Let's actually look at how this habit builds in real time. Time 1. You hang the bag up. It feels like effort. You have to consciously remind yourself to do it. Time 2, you hang the bag up again, but suddenly it feels familiar. You've been here before. Time 3 and beyond. It becomes totally automatic. Listen, your brain loves patterns. It absolutely craves them to save energy. When you put an item back in its designated spot twice, you are basically handing your brain a pattern on a silver platter. You only need those 2 conscious repetitions to lock in that habit loop. Once the brain recognizes the pattern, it just takes over on autopilot. Ultimately, your closet doesn't need to be pretty. It needs to work for you. The goal was never, ever to create a picture-perfect, color-coded boutique in your bedroom. The goal is a functional, breathing space that maintains itself because you've utilized simple systems and leveraged your brain's natural desire for patterns. If your space works for your daily life and causes you less stress, well, that is a total victory in my book. So I want to leave you with a direct challenge right now. What are you going to put back in its place twice today? Pick just one thing. Maybe it's your shoes, maybe it's your keys, maybe it's that jacket you always inevitably throw on the chair. Go set up a simple hook or a bin and test this 2-repetition habit loop for yourself. See exactly how quickly your brain latches onto the pattern and see how fast it locks in. If this helped you breathe a little easier today and you're finally ready to ditch those weekend cleaning binges, share this explainer with someone who hates organizing just as much as you do. Thanks so much for joining me, and I'll see you next time.